Guten Tag, Damen und Herren. Welcome back to the revival. I don't know why I went German there. Forgive me if you will. So, today we're going to be playing against Everton in the Premier League. It's only been, well, it's been no time at all since the last match where we ran out. Fantastic result for us. 6 goals to 0 victory in the Champions League against Rangers. So it's been about a week since I've last played. It will be literally a couple of days since you guys last saw me in action. Let's see what we can do today. First of all, looking at the Everton team, not too much has changed. They've got Sportiello in goal now. Um, Moise Keane playing up front. Yari Mina in defence. Digny in. Oh God, is Digny a midfielder? I can't quite remember. Sidibe playing for them now. Andre Gomez, Tom Davis, Richarlison. He's always dangerous. Ardzani. Not too familiar with Ardzani. Gylfi Sigurdsson, who is captain today, and Calvert-Lewin, another very dangerous player up front. So let's have a look at the Newcastle lineup for today, and I think Schubert is going to get a recall to the side. Gunn is looking absolutely spent. Shelvey also looking a little bit on the knackered side, so Almiron will come in his place. And we do now have Mathieu back available for us, meaning that we can give Willems a little bit of a break on the left-hand side of defence. Remember, with Dani Alves scheduled to be leaving the side in the near future, it's not going to be too long until we get ourselves another left-back in that can properly cover that left-hand side of the pitch. We'll see what happens over the course of the transfer window. That will be coming up at some point relatively soon in the next couple of weeks, I would have thought. But that's going to do us pretty much for the team. I think that's pretty much that is a strong lineup. It really is. It wasn't Moise Keane. Who am I talking about? It's Michael Keane playing at centre back. Why on earth did I think Moise Keane? He, of course, is on the bench. He doesn't have an E at the end of his name, so apologies for that. I'm sure some of you were shouting at me saying, "What are you talking about, you dickhead?" But that's going to be the lineup for today. Let's get straight into the match. Everton playing in a lovely, lovely pink and black number, and Newcastle United in their very, very traditional black and white stripes. A kit which is reminiscent, apparently, I say apparently because, as you guys know, I'm not necessarily a Newcastle fan. I have definitely grown to have a real affinity with the club over the course of playing this series. And I've always had a lot of sympathy for what the Newcastle fans have had to put up with, certainly over the last few years. But it's a once mighty club which has really struggled in recent decades. And of course that was the reason why I ended up picking this team to play with, was because I wanted to revive a club that had been great in the past and had struggled in more recent years. Give the fans something to cheer about. So here we go. Almiron on the right hand side of midfield, moves it out to Henriks, who plays it back into Almiron. There's a run there on the left from Nkunku, and an even better run from Mathieu. Plays it out to Vinicius Junior. Back to Mathieu again, lobs the ball into the box. Goalkeeper gets a hand on it and punches it out quite convincingly for a Newcastle throw. Newcastle straight in to Nkunku again. Lobs one in. Striker can't get on it. And now Everton able to bring the ball forward, looking to hit us on the counter-attack. On the right-hand side of midfield, we've got Sidibe there. He plays a long raking ball over to Richarlison on the left-hand side, who's playing a little bit deeper than we're used to seeing from him. Almost playing in a midfield role today. Almiron picks the ball up. That's good strength from Nkunku, manages to keep his man at bay. But the attack comes to nothing, and Everton are able to bring the ball away. They're playing around the midfield and defence, just looking for an opening, trying to slow play down a little bit, just get their foot on the ball, take the sting out of it, and try and exert a little bit of control in this game, which has so far been lacking. Kunku doing the job of covering 2 men there. And the ball comes out to Vinicius Jr. He cuts back inside. Looks for a little bit more space in the central midfield. Plays it across to Almiron, who returns the favour. Lobbed ball out to Jeremy Mathieu, who miscontrols slightly. It's not going to affect him too much. That's a nice move there. Mathieu out on the left-hand side, crosses it in. There's a chance. Goalkeeper, another strong hand to it. And again, Everton managed to get the ball out and they pump it right upfield for... not entirely sure who that was, actually. I didn't catch his name in time. But it's a great tackle from Mathieu and he brings it forward for Newcastle again. Lobbed through ball. Timo Werner unable to make the run count. The pass was poor, really. And now Everton again, just playing it around the back. Slowing things down. And now they break on the right-hand side. They've seen the opening that they want to take advantage of. And they might take advantage of it here. The goalkeeper makes a very good save down to his left-hand side. Dominic Calvert-Lewin taking the opportunity, but not quite able to make it count. Almiron. There's not too much room in this midfield at the moment. Timo Werner with a very good run. He'll keep it in. Lobs it to the outside area, and Kunku just takes too much time winding up that shot. And Everton are able to make the tackle and get the ball away. And now they've got men approaching the halfway line. And they're across into Newcastle territory. Forced back, though, by Jeremy Mathieu on the left-hand side. The ball's played out to the other side of the pitch now. Good tackle by Henriks. Well done, son. Almiron forward to Maximan. Oh, and that's a foul. That's a filthy, dirty foul, and he's going to get a yellow card for it. And Richarlison should know exactly why he's got that. Arm across the face of the attacking player. Maximan crumples like yesterday's newspaper, and the Brazilian ends up in the book. And quite rightly so. Everton now trying to take advantage of the Newcastle Newcastle right hand side. Doing a pretty good job of keeping hold of the ball at the moment. Just getting ahead of Newcastle players every so often. Just making little interceptions as and when they're absolutely vitally needed. Oh, but Mathieu's not going to be denied there, and he makes a clean tackle, gets the ball out, and now Vinicius Jr. on the left-hand side, and Maximan's made a run in the middle. Can he find him? He's not going to be able to. It's good tracking down from Almiron. Does his best to try and win the ball, can't quite manage it, but he harries the player into making a quick pass. And now with the ball out on the left-hand side, Hayden, excellent tackle from the young Englishman. Call him young, he's not getting any younger. Lobbed through ball, Almiron looking to get onto it, and the ball spilled off the head of the defender, and it's gone out for a Newcastle throw. 43 minutes on the clock. If Newcastle were to score a goal here now, it would really force the Everton manager to tear up his notes for half-time. And it goes out for a corner. Possibly the last attacking chance of the half coming up here. Matt Hummels to take the corner. Lobs it in. And it's easily defended. Comes out to the left-hand side of the Everton defence. He just can't quite keep it, and it goes out of play, and it is half-time here at St James's Park. A nothing game at the moment, no real chances for either side, a couple of shots, but only one shot, and it was to Everton. It wasn't even on target. Must make improvements in this second half if we're going to see a goal. Everton now shooting from left to right. Everton doing a very good job of frustrating the Newcastle attack so far. And to be fair, the Newcastle defence have done an equally good job of frustrating the Everton players. Machia carrying it down the left-hand side, cuts inside to Nkunku. There's a nice little shimmy from Nkunku to get free of his man, but unfortunately the next pass is found wanting. But Almiron's got loose here. Cuts it back for Werner. Oh, what a save by the goalkeeper. Sportiello with a fantastic take. It was a good shot from Timo Werner. He would have thought that it was going in the whole way. But then somehow the Everton goalkeeper able to pluck the ball out of the air with a miraculous save. Keeps it level at 0-0. Long ball forward. Easy for the defender. Ball's lobbed into the middle of the park for Nkunku. He's not really got too much around him, so he ends up giving it to Machia, who plays it along the left flank for Nkunku. Gets it back again, looking for the cross, not finding it. Goes out of play for a throw-in. Newcastle retaining possession so far. Arzani's going off for Bernard. And Timo Werner just a fraction offside there. Not too much in it. It's a shame because Maximan looked like he fancied the half volley there. Now the ball played forward by Everton into midfield, and they pick it up and they're looking to attack here, and this could be dangerous for Newcastle, but Aya does a very good job of defending it. Out to Hayden, played forward into Werner, who gets it out to Vinicius Jr. And he's just got the ball taken off of his toes there. And I don't know what's happened there. I had my eyes completely off of it, what was going on. Timo Werner now with the ball on the left-hand side. Tries to cross it in, can't quite find the cross. Played out to Hayden. Into Almiron. Back to Hayden, hits it. Can't make it count. Cannons off of the defender, and now Everton stretching the play in the other direction, looking to try and make the most of this, and they have a numerical advantage if they can make it count here. Don't quite manage it, although I tell you what, that's a brilliant little bit of play by the Everton man. And the Everton player puts it behind through a corner kick. Cognizant of the fact that Timo Werner was right behind him, and if he made a mistake, the German would be on it. Header! Just over the post, and again it's Vinicius Jr., is it, I think? And the little man has got such a big spring on him. The number of times that he pops up with a goal from a headed attempt. Really impressive for someone with such a slight figure. Everton now on the left-hand side. It's good defending. Hayden plays it forward to Timo Werner. Good little pass. And can Junior get the beating of his man here? He can't quite manage it. It's a shame. Could have been a good opportunity for him. Oh dear, you could hear the scream of pain by the defender there as he was chopped down by the attacker. And now apparently a foul given against Newcastle. It's hard to believe. And the goalkeeper ends up clutching it to his chest quite gratefully. Out left here to Jeremy Machia. 82 minutes on the clock. If something's going to happen, it's going to have to happen very, very soon. Junior Save at the near post. I don't think it was going in, but the goalkeeper didn't know that for sure. Good effort from Nkunku. I don't think it was going to go in. But if you don't buy a ticket, you don't win the raffle. We've left it very late to make changes, but changes we will make. Henrik's going to come off for Wanfran. Willems, I think, off for Mathieu, just to give us a bit more on the wings. To be honest, I feel like the front three are doing not too bad, but we will bring on the big man Joel Linton to see if he can do something for us in this last few minutes. Everton now just hanging on to the ball. All they have to do to get a draw out of this game is to hang on to it. Forward it goes. Willems crosses it in. Oh! And Everton on the break, and this could be very, very dangerous for Newcastle. Very good interception by Hummels. Just plays it wide to Almiron. And that's all she wrote. Unfortunately, it is a bore draw. 0-0 here at St James's Park as Everton and Newcastle United share the points. A real nothing of a game. Nothing really happening at either end. Both midfields neutralising each other, and the defence is doing a pretty decent job of making chances scarce. Horrible, horrible challenge from Richarlison. How he gets away with a yellow card there. A clear elbow to the face. A clear arm to the face at least. I do not know. But there we are. Not too many chances. The ones that were made tended to be charged down by defence. Goalkeepers not having to make too many saves. We'll have a look at the final stats to see what the lay of the land was, and indeed there you are. 4 shots for Newcastle in the end, 2 on target. Only the 1 shot in the first half for Everton of any note. You say on the balance of it, neither team really deserving to walk away with any more than a point. Henrik's getting the man of the match award there. St Maximan only getting a 5. Dear oh dear oh dear. And there we see how the rest of the results tallied up for today. And wow, okay, that's a lot of away wins. Leicester, Burnley, West Ham and Manchester City all walking away with all 3 points. And in fact, it was a very good day for the away sides. Arsenal, Wolverhampton Wanderers, Liverpool also walking away with 3 points from their away matches. The games at Southampton and Huddersfield both ending in 2-2 draws. So actually, I suppose on the balance of things, not doing too bad to get a draw out of that, with all of the home teams faring pretty badly today. Not a single home team getting a victory, and only Southampton, Huddersfield and ourselves getting anything at all out of our matches. So here's the league table after 13 games of the Premier League season, and you can see Liverpool and Manchester City cutting a very familiar shape at the very top of the table on 30 points apiece. The only difference between them, goal difference. Liverpool, having scored 10 more and conceded 3 more, lead by a goal difference of 20 over Manchester City's 13. Arsenal in third place on 26 points, with Manchester United right behind us, where we are in 4th position on 25. So not too bad of a start of the season, but we're really going to have to make sure that we start taking 3 points in these home matches where we can. Looking at Everton down in 13th, even at this early stage of the season, you really have to say that's a couple of points dropped. So there we go. That's going to do it for today's episode. When you come back next time, it's going to be another Scouse team that we're taking on. No, we're not going to be playing Watford next time. That's going to be played off camera. Next time, we're going to be playing Liverpool in a top-of-the-table clash. Kylian Mbappe winning the World Best Player award there. That's nice to see for him. But yeah, if we have a quick look at the schedule, we will see that after the Watford game, we have a tie scheduled against Liverpool. So that is more than likely, if the recordings all work, they're going to be the next game that I bring to you guys. After which we will return to the Champions League for the game against Atletico in Spain. Oh, what's this? Hello. Oh, well, I do believe we have a FIFA Club World Cup final to attend, or I should say finals. We will be playing Haiphong Athletic in the first semi-final of the FIFA Club World Cup finals, and hopefully if we can get past them, then we will be taking part in a World Club Cup final. So that is something to look forward to, if not this week, certainly the early part of next week. Until then, all that it remains for me to say is thank you very much for watching. Take care of yourselves, stay safe, keep those hands washed. Don't go out if you don't have to. All of that normal stuff, follow all of the advice that you're given. It's for your good as well as for the good of those that are more vulnerable than ourselves. So, yep, all the best. Take care of yourselves. I'll see you soon. Bye bye.